Today we're diving deep into something that doesn't get enough attention in the coaching and agency world, the operational frameworks that take you from $20,000 per month to $80,000 per month, that coveted $1 million run rate. Here's the truth. Most coaches and agency owners hit a ceiling around 20 to 30K per month, not because their offer isn't good enough or their marketing isn't working, but because their operational foundation can't support further growth. I've seen this pattern happen repeatedly throughout my career at Twilio, AWS, and now at Closers.io. Operations isn't often talked about, but it's absolutely essential to ensuring that your business can scale past plateaus predictably. In this video, I'm sharing 7 specific operational frameworks that prevent the typical growing pains that agencies experience between $250K per year and $1 million in annual revenue. These are the exact systems that we've implemented at Closers.io and that I've seen work for countless coaching businesses and agencies. So let's dive in. The first operational framework essential for scaling from 20 to 80K per month is creating business leverage. In the early stages of building your coaching business or agency, it's common to do everything by yourself, from lead generation to sales calls to fulfillment, and this approach might work up to 10K per month or even 20K, but it creates a hard ceiling on your growth. The reason why is because there's only 24 hours in a day, and you can only do so much by yourself. To break through this ceiling, you need leverage, and this comes in 2 different forms. You've got labor and you've got technology. Labor leverage means strategically bringing in team members to handle low leverage tasks while you focus on high ROI activities. The most cost-effective way to start is using virtual assistants. For around $6 per hour, you can hire VAs from the Philippines to handle tasks like building prospect lists, sending outbound messages, following up with clients, managing your calendar, creating basic fulfillment documents, and handling general administrative tasks. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about being intentional with how you use every ounce of your time as the business owner. Every hour that you spend on a $6 per hour task is an hour that you're not spending on a $500 plus hour activity like strategy, sales, and relationship building. The second form of leverage is technology. This means using AI and automation tools to handle repetitive processes. For example, you can use tools like Zapier to automate your client onboarding experience. You can leverage AI to draft custom proposals or create content, and you can set up automated follow-up sequences for prospects and clients. The key question to ask yourself is, what tasks am I currently doing that don't require my unique skills or expertise? Those are prime candidates for either delegation to a VA or automation through technology. When you implement this framework properly, you'll find yourself with significantly more time and energy to focus on the strategic activities that actually move the business forward. The second operational framework is creating detailed standard operating procedures, otherwise known as SOPs, for every single micro task across the business. This is one of the most undervalued activities in the scaling process, but it's absolutely critical. Without documented processes, you're building a business that depends entirely on you, which severely limits your growth potential. SOPs transform your business from a collection of random activities into a well-oiled machine, otherwise viewed as a conveyor belt where team members can plug in and contribute meaningfully without constant supervision. So what should these SOPs include? Well, each one should have a video walkthrough showing exactly how to perform the task, step-by-step written instructions with screenshots, and a breakdown of the rationale behind why the task is important and how it fits into the bigger picture. You also want to include any relevant tools, templates, or resources that are needed to execute on the task. You really need SOPs for everything, from how you generate leads to how you conduct sales calls to how you onboard clients and deliver your service. Let me give you a real example. At Closers.io, we have a detailed SOP for your outbound message sequence. It includes exactly what to say in each message, how to personalize it effectively, and what time to send it, along with how to handle responses and how to track results. When we bring on a new team member, they can immediately understand not just how to do the task, but why we do it that way and what success looks like. This might seem time-consuming up front, and it is, but it pays enormous dividends as you scale. And with proper SOPs, new team members can get up to speed quickly. You've got quality and consistency consistency in everything that person does, and you can identify opportunities for improvement and optimization, meaning that your business becomes less dependent on any single person, and that includes you. Think of SOPs as the operating system for your business. They encode your expertise into formats that can be easily transferred to others, allowing your business to scale beyond your personal capacity. The third framework is creating a preemptive headcount plan based on your business already being at $1 million. Most agencies and coaching businesses take a reactive approach to hiring. They wait until they're drowning in work, client fulfillment is suffering, or they're personally burning out before they consider bringing on new team members. This reactive approach creates a constant cycle of chaos. You're always playing catch-up and dealing with fires rather than strategically growing your business. Instead, I recommend working backwards from your $1 million goal. Ask yourself, what team structure would I need to run a $1 million business efficiently? This might include roles like an operations manager, sales reps/closers, client success managers, fulfillment specialists, content creators, and administrative support. Once you have this structure mapped out, you can create a hiring roadmap that anticipates growth rather than just responding to it. For example, you might determine that you'll need a dedicated client success manager once you'll hit 15 clients. So instead of waiting until you have 20 clients and your service delivery is suffering, you can start that hiring process early. For example, once you hit 12 clients, knowing that you'll be at 15 soon, so you get ahead of the curve instead of being reactive to it. This approach gives you time for proper onboarding and training so that new team members are fully ramped up exactly when you need them, not waiting weeks or months afterwards. Remember, there's always a learning curve with new hires. If you only start to look for someone when you're already at capacity, you'll then face weeks or months of strain while you're trying to get them up to speed. By planning your headcount in advance and hiring slightly ahead of your growth curve, assuming that your cash flow supports it, you can scale much more effectively and avoid the typical growth pains that many agencies face. The fourth framework is establishing clear operating principles for your company. While your mission statement defines where your business is going, your operating principles define how you'll get there. They're the standards and values that guide every decision and interaction within your business. I learned the power of this during my time at Amazon, where their leadership principles are woven into every aspect of the company's operations. These principles create a common language and approach that allows the business to maintain its culture and standards even at enormous scale. For your coaching business or agency, operating principles might include commitments like, we prioritize client results over everything else. We communicate with radical transparency. We make data-driven decisions, not assumption-driven ones. We deliver on our promises no matter what. We focus on solutions, not problems. These principles serve multiple purposes as you scale. First, they help with self-accountability. When you're tempted to cut corners or to take the easy path, your principles remind you of the standards that you've committed to uphold. Second, they guide team-based decision-making. When team members face situations without a clear precedent, principles help them to make choices aligned with your vision. Third, they create cultural cohesion as you scale. New team members can quickly understand how things are done here and integrate into your company culture. Fourth, they help with hiring and retention. People who resonate with your principles will be drawn to your company, while those who don't will self-select out. Take the time to thoughtfully develop and document your operating principles. Then reinforce them consistently in team meetings, one-to-ones, and everyday operations. The larger your team grows, the more valuable having these shared principles will become. The fifth operational framework is implementing strict meeting efficiency protocols. As your business grows, the natural tendency is for more and more of your time to get consumed by meetings. Without intentional guardrails, this can dramatically reduce your productivity and your ability to focus on high leverage activities. There are two key components to meeting efficiency. First, every meeting should have a documented agenda. Now, this sounds simple, but it's surprisingly rare, especially in smaller businesses. The agenda should clearly state the purpose of the meeting, the topics you expect to cover, what preparation is required from both participants, and the desired outcome or decisions that are expected. If someone can't articulate these elements, the meeting probably shouldn't even happen. Second, rethink most default meeting durations. Now, most calendar systems default to 30 or 60-minute blocks, but these arbitrary frameworks actually lead to wasted time. Instead, think of your meeting durations in 5-minute increments. A quick decision might only need 10 minutes, a status update could be 15 minutes, and a strategy discussion might warrant 25 minutes. Very few meetings actually require the full 30 or 60 minutes that we often default to. By shortening your default meeting times, you create two benefits. Firstly, you force more focus and efficiency during the meeting itself. You reclaim valuable time throughout your day for deep work and higher leverage activities. Within Closers.io, I'm very maniacal about this. Most of the one-to-ones I have with my team only last for 10 minutes, and it means we get straight to the point. We make sure that we can drive and derive value from that time, and ultimately it means we have more time to claw back to be effective throughout our days. Remember that time is your most precious asset as a business owner, so you need to treat it accordingly. Make sure that you claw back time at every given opportunity so that you can really drive the business forward and focus on higher leverage activities early and often. The sixth framework, and one I cannot emphasize enough, is obsessive data tracking and management. As the saying goes, what you don't measure, you can't manage. Yet so many coaches and agency owners operate primarily on gut feeling rather than concrete metrics. When scaling from 20k to 80k per month, gut feeling no longer cuts it. You need comprehensive data tracking across every aspect of your business. Marketing metrics, for example, understanding your cost per lead, your conversion rates and channel performance, your sales KPIs, call show-up rates, close rates, average contract value, and your fulfillment metrics. What's your client satisfaction, your retention rates, your delivery timelines, and then even you've got your financial data. What are your profit margins, your cash flow projections, and your customer lifetime value? This level of tracking allows you to make data-driven decisions rather than assumptions. When something isn't working, you can identify the specific breakdown points. When something is working well, you can double down on it with absolute certainty. This is where having the right CRM and data management platform becomes crucial. And for coaches and agencies scaling to $1 million, I consistently recommend using Go High Level as the all-in-one solution. Go High Level allows you to track, measure, and manage your data across sales, marketing, and fulfillment, all in one centralized platform, rather than juggling multiple systems that don't talk to each other. You get a complete picture of your entire business performance in real time. If you want to check it out for yourself, I've left a link in the description box below for a free trial. It's the platform most of our successful clients use, and it's been a game changer for their ability to scale with data-driven precision. So be sure to check out the link I've left in the description box below to get a free trial, and let me know what your thoughts are after going through that free trial period. Now, beyond just collecting data, you need regular reviews to extract insights and to make adjustments. At a minimum, you should be reviewing key metrics daily: new leads, sales calls, conversions. You need to make sure that you're conducting weekly team performance reviews, doing monthly strategic analysis of overall business health, and performing quarterly deep dives into trends and opportunities. When your entire team understands that decisions are made based on data rather than opinions, it creates a culture of accountability and continuous improvement that is essential for scaling past $1 million. The seventh and final operational framework is adopting 10x thinking for all of your business planning. This means creating a business plan that envisions your coaching business or agency as 10 times bigger than it currently is. Now, why is this so important? Because when you think 10 steps ahead of where you currently are, you make fundamentally different decisions. Instead of solving today's problems with band-aid solutions, you build infrastructure that can support significant scale. Now ask yourself, if my business was 10 times larger, what would we have in place? A business operating at scale would have robust systems and processes, clear role definitions and accountability setups, comprehensive data tracking, strong financial controls, strategic resource allocation, and defined communication protocols. By thinking from this 10x perspective, you'll build your business for where it's going, not just where it is today. This prevents the need to constantly rebuild your foundation as you grow. For example, when choosing a CRM system, don't just ask if it meets your needs today. Ask if it can scale with you to $1 million and beyond. When hiring, don't just look for someone who can do the job now, but someone who can grow within the role as your business expands. Thinking 10 steps ahead in your mindset also applies to how you position yourself as a business owner. Even if you're currently at $20K per month, think, act, and operate as if you're already running a $1 million business. This mindset shift affects everything from how you manage your time to how you present yourself to clients and partners. Remember, the gap between $20K and $80K per month isn't just about doing more of the same, it's about fundamentally transforming how your business operates. Thinking 10 steps ahead ensures that you're building for the future rather than just reacting to the present. So there you have it, the 7 operational frameworks that will take your coaching business or agency from $20K to $80K per month without the usual chaos and growing pains. Create business leverage through labor and technology. Develop comprehensive SOPs for every micro task. Create a preemptive headcount plan. Establish clear operating principles. Implement meeting efficiency protocols, practice obsessive data tracking and management, and think 10 times ahead for all business planning. Think about all of this way. You can have the fastest car in the world, but if the road is full of potholes, you'll never reach top speed. These operational frameworks are about paving a smooth road for your business growth overall. The gap between $250K and $1 million is where most agencies and coaching businesses get stuck. They try to scale their revenue without scaling their operations, and the result is inevitable burnout, quality issues, or complete breakdown. By implementing these frameworks proactively, you create an operational engine that can handle growth smoothly and predictably. Remember, one of the most important elements in this journey is having the right systems to track and manage your data. That's why I recommend checking out Go High Level through the link in the description box. It's the CRM platform that many of our clients use to centralize their operations and to scale efficiently to $1 million and beyond. If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button for more frameworks on scaling your coaching or agency business. Now, before you go, I want you to drop a comment sharing which operational principle you're going to implement in your business first. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. I'm Alleyne, and until the next video, keep climbing.